our ward councillor from to the city of Tshwane. We were supposed to be having the executive mayor. She's committed, but she has sent the MMC to represent and another MMC to support. To Lightstone. To AIDC and all the other partners that have been with us. We will not have done it without our supporters and our partners. And the main partners now that we have are parents who entrusted us with their children. As somebody indicated earlier on, God has never created without a purpose. And everyone has another mic. Oh, thank you. And because I'm talking from the calf, if I miss any of the sponsors, it is not intentional. However, we really appreciate. The parents have entrusted us with their children. And the main aim of today's graduation is to make awareness that even neurodivergent candidates can make it if they are given the conducive environment and given time. Now, I've been asked to start where did it all begin. I'm talking about this young man who grew up in Sigurue, the small village in Limpopo, where they had no car at home, but he was just fascinated and passionate about cars. And when he saw what backyard mechanics were doing to other people's cars, and he wanted to have a car, he shaped his career from the love of cars to become a mechanic. So, and that was when he was in standard 4, which is now grade 6. It just shows where there's a will, there's a way. And this young man was not that gifted because he failed so many times. And the painful one was when he failed standard 6, which is grade 8. With sub A and sub B, he was still very young. He doesn't even remember the pain. But that one of standard 6 was really painful. Imagine walking 10 kilometers from home to school with your group of friends, and then suddenly you are the only one who's left behind. Now you are in a predicament of, do I choose the new group or do I continue with the old group? But that year taught me to pray. Then I challenged God. I said, God, please, you created me in your own image and likeness. You cannot do this to me. I started praying from that time, and up to today, everything I do, I entrust God. Without him, we will have achieved nothing. And for that, I really thank him and thank him. Now, long story short, I trained as an apprentice for 4 years. Then I qualified. And because of my different way of learning, I had to focus on what do I need to do. And I had to check myself 3 times psychologically so that I don't make a mistake to try to fit the square onto the round hole. The third one was the one that make me break through. Because now I was putting everything there. Now, We are now specializing with neurodivergent learners, who we call cognitively challenged learners. Why? We started giving, or let me start by saying, what do we do at Kgabo? Because somebody will wonder, what do we do at Kgabo? We service, we repair, we maintain vehicles. While doing that, we create a space for young people to do what we call work integrated learning, which is practical training, so that they can qualify as artisans. To date, we have qualified 189 artisans. Of whom 57 are ladies. Among the graduates today who will soon become the graduates, we have 5 who come from special needs schools. They did not qualify for TVET colleges. That means they did not qualify for any higher education level. So that means their lives were doomed. My last born is also from the special needs school. He's a qualified vehicle spray painter working for the OEM. But I had a connection with Velikuruka who helped him to qualify or to be trained and qualify. But then we were rejecting these ones because they don't have sponsors, they don't have anybody. Then, but in 2020 we said, but there's no dustbin for a human being. Where are these ones going? Then we opened our doors, and then we created a space for them to learn, and we frustrated them for 6 months. They frustrated us. They ran away from academia. We were trying to push academia, but in a slow pace. They learned differently. We had to put academia one side. We had to go and say, now we are going to work with them and learn how they learn. And then we modeled how they learn. The ones that came after them are getting it much better, unlike the first 6 that we piloted with. And of the 6, we only lost 1. The 5 are graduating today. So far, 95 of our learners that are here either come from special school or have failed so many times and the age policy kicked them out of school. And that is going to be our focus area since 2021. And our aim going forward is to make sure that we create a space for them. The 5 that have qualified, we have already helped them to open their own business, registered, and we are incubating that business within our business because they will not survive out there on their own. So we want to develop them to be competent and confident so that they can go out and run their own. We can run it with them until they are free so that we can duplicate this. Imagine if we had entities like this in every region. And I want to emphasize this. Lightstone, you do not know. Renir, when you had me on 702, when I was lit as a Hero of the Year, and you took it upon yourself to say, Nhlanhla, you go and find these people. And he came, he checked, he saw how we were suffering, and Lightstone took a decision to fully support us. We are very, very grateful. And we gave you 100% of the first pledge that you gave to us. And today, we are giving you 100% of the second pledge that you gave us. And with this, we are saying SARS has given us a Section 18A, which says whoever sponsors you, we give them the tax certificate. They can go for tax rebate with SARS. And we are appealing to you and other entities to say, here we are, small as we are, we're producing national artisans who are internationally compatible. Talk to your network, talk to your friends, direct them our way so that we can increase the pool and produce more. It is saddening that today we have 62.4% youth unemployment rate in South Africa. 62.4% is not a child's play. Let's compare with maybe only 3 international companies. You go to Germany, they are at 6.6%. You go to South Korea, they are also at 6.6% youth unemployment rate. That means their national unemployment rate is less, because across the globe, youth unemployment is a thorn. So you go to Switzerland, they are at 2.5%. So we need to put all hands on deck and start collaborating and stop blaming one another and start coming together. It's doable. Here's the proof today. From that one small boy focusing, what did he use? The 7 Ds in closing. The first D, the divine. God is the center in everything. The second D, the desire. God has given each one of us minimum of 1 talent. Have that desire to sharpen that talent and give it to the world, and for the world to give you the reward. Find out what the challenge is, and then resolve that challenge. You are in business. Dedication, determination, drive, discipline, direction. Those are the 7 Ds that if you use, there's no way you cannot succeed. And I'm challenging my young ones, and I'm challenging you at the back, learners. You know you are written off, but we always tell you, God did not write you off. You have to pick yourself up and do it. We don't want this spoiled brat for doing nothing. For us to be attracting people to help, we did not check where we are. We said we will do whatever we can with what we have where we are, and we attracted help. You can do the same. To the parents, we thank you and we encourage you not to choose careers for the children, because we don't know what God put in them. There's no dustbin for a human being. Let us support them in whatever they pursue. We need to go back to where we had the career awareness, career guidance, career development. And with that, I just wanted to talk from the heart, and then before I just roll the slides. Solely, I'm going to be just rolling them fast because I covered basically everything. Let's move. Here you can see already, we go down to grade 7s and 8 to do career awareness, career development, career guidance. When we only focus at grade 12, we have already missed the boat, because how did they choose their career? Which subject did they choose? We have the Soshanguve and the Roslin one, where we are partnering with the city of Tshwane with the Roslin workshop. This is part of the group that has already qualified. They are all employed. They said ladies cannot make it. 57 is not a fluke. That was when we were the lead SA Hero of the Year. Where you come from does not determine where you're going, but your attitude determines your altitude. From humble beginnings, today here we are. In 2022, we were graduating here under the tent, graduating 56 artisans. 19 of them were ladies. Today, we are graduating 15. Some of them were not released from work. But because we were taking cognitively challenged, we needed to take a smaller number to pilot so that we don't overwhelm ourselves. As a country, we are at around 70% academia, 30% technical vocational. We need to turn the tables around. We need to have 70% technical vocational, 30% academia. We cannot grow the economy from this setup. We cannot create employment from this setup. More people should be working. Few people should be researching and coming up with plans and new trends. This is when we are dealing with our young ones to encourage them. Remember, they come being called names from the society because of the way they learn. We reverse that. We tell them about the inner world and the outer world. You cannot control the outer world. However, you have control over the inner world. You can sharpen yourself. The best thing is to know who you are, learn who you are, and master that craft. Develop yourself. Then you can navigate the outer world. And then here is more examples of what we train them on. Here at Kgabo, we actually do a holistic human development, and we put the trade on top. Because you can train somebody to be an artisan. If their attitude is thinking, we are not going to benefit as a country from such a person. So we develop a holistic person and give them the tools to work in that right attitude. Your mind is like a fertile garden. We keep telling them, your teachers, your parents, your community may have told you you'll amount to nothing. If you don't like what you see there, let us help you to uproot everything, and we put the right seeds that you want. Then that's what we do here at Kgabo. And be okay to be on your own, to develop yourself. Then you can go and meet others. Don't be lost in the crowd. Even when you are in the crowd, know who you are and stand by who you are. Gifted people who are not trained, we have such a lot of them out there. We just need to create space for them. This one failed grade 8 5 times. But he built that car and that helicopter. And then there's another car in the workshop built by such people. Imagine if we can create conducive environment for them to start playing. That's what other countries are doing. But we are looking down on them. We are pushing them to drugs. We expose them to the leaders to say, let us sharpen our education system so that it can embrace them. So without wasting too much time, graduates, we are proud of you. We know it has been tough. We were hard on you because we wanted you to be here today. It was nothing personal. We just needed you to be here and happy. Today we are saying halala. Thank you.
Mo shapeleng matsoho CEO man. Lutvile aring, is nothing personal. Mo tshwareleng. Iskakwa. He said sorry, okay? We've got it on record. He said sorry. So you let go of the times when he was shouting at you guys, because now we're looking forward, okay? So guys, because we started late, now there's people that are very busy and they need to go. And I can see, I see her surname, Wamurod. I'm like, oh, my mother's in-laws, Mamurod, has to go, unfortunately, at 12. She was at the bottom of the program where we have grouped our partners. So the item that we're supposed to be having now, I have not seen Kgomotso. Where's Kgomotso? Okay. Kgomotso will come through just to do justice because he needs to acknowledge our partners. And then Mme Kgomotso will come through and then we will excuse her and then we'll carry on with our program. Just to give you an idea, so in our program, we have got Kgabo cars, the RCC, Batho ba mo hae, that will tell you what we are about and what we are doing. And then we will then do the graduation ceremony where we are celebrating our future. And then the next part, that's where we give a platform to our sponsors, to our partners, that will give word of encouragement and hope in terms of how the future looks like, what is out there for you guys. So that's how our program is structured, and then we will all have lunch. So when just listen, your job is simple. You listen, you clap hands. You listen, you clap hands. So let's clap hands for the next speaker, Kgomotso. Ngwana Bosch. It's always good to see young people that are following in the path of their parents, and that's what we're talking about when we are saying you're handing over. So Kgomotso, let's clap hands for the next speaker, Bosch. So after Kgomotso, Mamorodi, ukana watla, and then Rauloko like a relevhi.
I work so hard, sleepless nights. Mama pray for me every night.
All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you all doing today? After that great speech, I'd like to start by acknowledging and thanking my father, Dr. Isaac Boshomane. May we all have a round of applause for him. And also to thank the Almighty God for blessing us today with all your presence and for driving the vision that you guys see here, that you are in right now, through him. If you didn't see the picture while there, in 2003 to 2007-8, there was only a shack that side. That shack built the workshop inside with other sponsors and the hard work of Dr. Boshomane, and the workshop that you see here started this year, February. Now it's almost done. It's at 90%. I think that also deserves a round of applause. I would also like to congratulate the graduates. The reason we are all here today. We thank you for your hard work. We thank you for the dedication that you have shown, the respect that you've shown. The system didn't really help, but we tried by all means to make sure that you guys are here right now. So for that, I also would like to say thank you, and may we have a round of applause for all our graduates. And I would like to also acknowledge the families that we have come across over the years, the partnerships that we have come across, the friendships, the staff of Kgabo Cars, because without them, we could have never made it. We could have never been where we are today. So all the friends, family, there's some which I consider family. There's people who took a bus from Cape Town to come here. Those are family. So we also thank them. And most importantly, parents. This one will never stop speaking of. You guys are our partners. You guys have entrusted us with your bundles of joy. You've brought them here for 4 years for us to take care of them and tender them. So for that, we thank you. And last but not least, our sponsors, especially Lightstone. I say this from the bottom of my heart because of the 198 students that have qualified here. I am part of. I've qualified here. And within 3 months of my apprentice and the group that we are in, because we were 24, within 6 months, one sponsor fell off. We went for another 6 months without a sponsor. Then we were sponsored by NSF. That was the one that took us through from 2012 to 2014. So when I say Lightstone, we thank you, it's because you guys don't know the impact that you have done here. We truly appreciate your support. And I hope you are proud of the results that we are bringing up front. And I hope this partnership will continue for many more years. The City of Tshwane, Mankwande Empowerment Trust, NYDA, AIDC, and the Township Project from Canada. We also thank you so very much. I think we all should give a round of applause for this one. For all of you that are here, we thank you. And I hope that you see and you acknowledge that from now on going forward, you guys are our partners. And we thank you, we appreciate you. And then on our final, I would like to thank also the program director. Mrs. Pule for gracing us with your presence. We really appreciate you. With that, I thank you.
Thank you very much. So, yes, now she recognizes me. So I know the program director. When I was a first year student, just on the other side of the road, she was in the SRC. So not only is she a model, an engineer, but she's also a politician. Yes, the program director, Mpume Pule, a fellow member of the People's University. And our Honorable Deputy Minister of Employment and Labor, Judith Chabalala, I greet her in absentia. My colleague, MMC Sarah Mabota, she's the MMC for Economic Development and Special Planning. And a fellow councillor, Councillor Kulufelo Mashamba, Dr. Mushobane, our strategic partner of note, the CEOs and captains of industry, officials from all spheres of government, and of course our hardworking graduates and their loving parents, I greet you all. It is an honor for me and a privilege to stand before you in Soshanguve today as we gather to celebrate the 4th automotive artisan graduation ceremony of Kgabo, one of the most valued strategic partners operating within the city of Tshwane. Oh yeah, I should just also mention before I go deep into the speech, so the mayor sends her regards. Unfortunately, she could not be able to be here for your graduation, so she asked me to come and give the speech on her behalf. I'm the MMC for Corporate and Shared Services. Okay, just in case you're wondering, and then what now? Okay, so the Skills Development Initiative is a critical component of the Tshwane Economic Revitalization Strategy. We call it the tiers. It's one of the objectives of us that we have, that we want to revitalize the automotive industry and also make sure that we've got supply chain development. It sets that agenda. The Tshwane Automotive City Tech, its vision, and also the Tshwane Automotive Special Economic Zones, which both aim to drive the economic growth and deliver logistical and automotive industry efficiencies. The auto artisans' opportunities in the automotive value chain in Tshwane remains widely open for specialized skills or auto entrepreneurs. So the city is waiting for these engineers because there's lots of opportunities. As a city, we have looked at the Roslyn area, we know, and also in Mamelodi as well, where there's vehicle manufacturing, but apart from manufacturing, there's also entrepreneurial opportunities. So you are indeed a strategic partner, and you are helping us to achieve that 3.9% economic growth that we are looking for as a city. Ladies and gentlemen, the automotive industry artisan skills in Tshwane region is at the center of advancing Tshwane's economic revitalization strategy and Gauteng Township economic development. I'm confident that through mass technical skills development programs like Kgabo, our township youth will yield to the call for technical training, such as the initiative to participate in the Tshwane automotive space as qualified artisans and as auto entrepreneurs. In addition, the city of Tshwane recently approved Ituba Youth Economic Development Program, which seeks to benefit over 50,000 youth in the next 5 years. This initiative is in line with Ituba's key pillars, namely job opportunities, initiative, and job readiness program. The Technical and Artisanal Skills Development Initiative. In the next few weeks, the city of Tshwane will be inviting Tshwane businesses and training providers to partner with us in implementing this program. Are you guys excited at the possibility of 50,000 jobs over the next 5 years? Okay. Okay, so to the graduates today, Tshwane accounts for 40% of South Africa's automotive production. It is the home for BMW, Nissan, Ford, Motor Company, Isuzu, and Tata, and accommodates over 200 original component equipment manufacturers. The scope of auto assembly and repairs in Tshwane rely on mass-based skills personnel, such as yourselves as graduates. So in Tshwane, you are in the right city. We want you to stay in Tshwane because the opportunities are immense, and we want you to know that the municipality is going all out to ensure that companies like BMW, Nissan, Ford, they all stay in the city of Tshwane, because we know that they create jobs, but also as you create jobs, you are able to feed families and increase our economy. So the municipality supports you on that part as well. On behalf of the city of Tshwane, I'd like to extend a heartfelt appreciation to Dr. Isaac Mushobani, a visionary, a mentor, a true ambassador of township empowerment. Dr. Bushomani, your passion for transforming lives through technical education, especially in these challenging times, has been extraordinary. I also want to thank all strategic partners who contributed to the success of this training today, and encourage that you do more for our youth to be able to play a meaningful role in the labor market and the economy. And I just want to also add that I'm a mom to a 6-year-old that is also neurodivergent. So you give me hope that I can watch my child graduate. So thank you. I hope your success continues to inspire the next generation of learners, proving that with determination, guidance, and compassion, dreams can come reality. Celebrating this graduation here in the township where learning and transformation took place sends a powerful message to the township, sends a powerful message that the township economy matters. It is alive, it is capable, and it is filled with extraordinary potential. Again, I urge the graduates to never forget where they come from, to always keep their eyes to where they are going. The road ahead may be full of bumps, but remember, you have the tools, the knowledge, and the confidence to fix any engine, including the engine of your destiny. Congratulations once again to all our new automotive artisans. We are proud of you and we believe in you. I thank you. I want to give you a hug. Come.
Yeah, that was a. Let me find my breath. This is my sister. When we were in TUT, we were in the SRC together. And I've been looking at her, and I'm like, I know this lady. And I look at this, Barukolufelo, Murod. Hey, Kermara, maybe I see her, and I better hudila, Sabona Lipila. I'm thinking, and then when she's standing here, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, no man, give Vivienne. So because she changed her name, I was not sure, but it's such a beautiful thing to see, full circle, when I come back home and I meet people that we worked together for the benefit of the students. When you're in SRC, all you do is fight for the rights of the students. And I'm grateful and glad that Vivian is still continuing with the journey, and we will hold her accountable for the jobs. We are coming to the office. Thank you. Oh wow, what a moment. As I breathe. So, where are we now? As I remind you, we are still here, looking into the work of Kgabo together with RCC. And you're wondering what RCC is. I also have a bit of knowledge, but I think Meanagi Ramahlape Otlarutusa choose to explain what they do. The work that they do, I know is very impactful. The last time I was here, she shared the work that she does. It's so inspirational. So I'm glad that you guys get to hear of the work that she does and the passion work that she puts her heart on the work that she does, from where she comes from to choosing to be here. You know, some of us are choosing to be here. I could be anywhere, but I choose to be here because I want to empower, I want to give. And that is what I see, or when I see her name, I know she's about that. Ma'am.
I believe in
Abana batho ba hao ba rati ba ra re ba o itse gore wena o motho le bona.
oh my God, I'm trying to achieve. Go again.
Dumela. Are we good? From the inside and the outside. Bana ke ba itse, that's how we greet each other. Greetings to all, greetings to our dignitaries, greetings to partners. My batho ba ka, bana ba ka, the people we are here for, ha nke be se ka bona, nke be re se bantleyana, we wouldn't be here. And le ba dikipa tse blue mo le mo morago, ke le rata ka lerato. With all that said, may I say, with all protocols observed, dumelang. Ke Aniki Ramatlhape from Tembisa, but living in Soshanguve because of love of volunteering. Dr. Bosch and I come a long way back, like 35, 36, 37 years ago. We went to the same high school. And then he was 2 classes ahead of me. Tsatsi he said to us, we were in a WhatsApp group, yeah, high school alumni. And then he said to us, please watch Stories Untold. My learners will be there. They will be profiling 2 of my students. So we watched Stories Untold. And I go Stories Untold, I saw, I heard stories at Tsepo Ratlo. Nana, okay, Tsepo, where are you? There. He's the reason I'm here. Tsepo telling us about what he had created, why he couldn't go further with what he had created, because as a khono go bua ya ka nna le wena a bua sekgowa se batho ba tlo se tlhaloganyang. And then there was also Manti. I wish Manti was here. There was also Manti, a mother with kids at school, but who wasn't able to help her children because and that touched me because I know how liberating it is when you can read and write and you can express yourself in a language that everybody can understand. So I called Dr. Bosch, like on the spot, I called Dr. Bosch. I said, volunteer. Can I come to Soshanguve and volunteer to help these people, to help TAP or to help Mandy and every other person that wants to be helped, because the English that is needed from them, they need to complete forms. They need to apply, they need to speak for themselves when they go out there to the world. They need to be able to express themselves. But now if you are not able to express yourself in the language that everybody wants you to speak, in Namatad. So I said, I will move from Tembisa, I will come here, I will help them. And then he said, Mara harina chelete, we don't have money to pay you. I said, God knows. Only God knows. As long as I can be able to find a place to stay, I will come here. A plan itlaikach. Again, I'm still here. That was in 2022. When I got to Kgabo, I got introduced to the Rotary. We wondering what Rotary is. The short of it is that Rotary is a group of volunteers whose main aim is to serve beyond self. Main aim is to serve beyond self. And after the Rotary, then there is the RCC, the Rotary Community Corps. Naki Aniki, and I'm the president of the Soshanguve Central Rotary Community Corps. I did not know of Rotary when I was in Tembisa. I did not know of RCC until I came to Kgabo. So for me, Kgabo and Rotary are like this, and RCC, they are twins. I cannot speak about Rotary, I cannot speak about RCC without speaking about Kgabo because that's where I got introduced to it. Now, what I do here at Kgabo, I facilitate English lessons for. Initially, I had thought it's just the 2 of them. But when I got here, I found that it's a whole of them. Like a whole lot of them. So I'm still here, and I'm still here. And besides that, besides what I do in promoting education, which is one of the 7 focus areas of Rotary, I also run a children's book club. And then I love reading, and I love writing, and I love children. And I love helping. So when I requested to have a book club on the premises of Kgabo, Dr. Bushamane said, you can go ahead, my girl. And that made me the happiest. Because there's nothing that frustrates a person that not understanding what they are doing. And if you cannot read, if you cannot write, it's such a frustration. Like when you go to companies and then you need to fill out a form and then you're looking at a paper like this and you don't understand what they are asking you. And when you are an adult or an older person and they're looking at you and they see you confused because you can't read and write, it's like, how can a 22-year-old and a 17-year-old not know how to write? And people don't understand that sometimes you don't know these things because you were never exposed to them. You were never exposed to the library as you were growing up. You were never exposed to reading books just for fun when you were growing up. So if you were never exposed, how are you going to learn? Some of us grew in places where we were, you wake up, you go to school, or you don't go to school sometimes because ke ko magaeng. Skolo se go kgakala, a gona tšhelete ya go isa sekolong, and then you don't know how to read. And then you come here, you want to learn. So, Ntate Bosch, excuse. What you are doing is I don't know, haina lebitso. But please keep on allowing these people to come, because our education system is sending them to special schools. And then half a special school, they only get up to level 4. And after level 4, then our tertiary institutions do not allow them because they don't have matric. And the education system did not give them matric. So this is our matric. Kgabo is our matric. Kgabo is where we are saying, you that do not have matric, you that only got up to grade 7, Koskolong, you that dropped out of school because you were frustrated. Parents were forcing you to go to school to learn, and you don't want to learn, you want to create. These people are creating. These people are working kamatsoho abone, and Dr. Bosch is allowing them. So, Batswadi, thank you. KG said, Batswadi, you are the most important people. After them, though. After them. Because you allowed us. You are allowing us, your kids that nobody wants. You are allowing us them, go bereka le bone, go bereka ka bone, and change their mindset. And after today, no one is going to ever mention that a person that does not have matric can never graduate. After today, history. Today we are creating history. After today, nobody's ever going to say, when you don't have matric, you can graduate. Here's proof. Here is proof that le house na matric, you can still wear sana marena and stand on stage and get your degree. Thank you, Batswadi. And then when you go out, let us spread the word. Let us spread the word that Kgabo is here for the students like them. It is here for those that the university is saying you can never. It is here for the student that dropped out. Kgabo is here. Reba blele. Let us speak about it, because Kgabo is doing wonders. Kgabo is doing a great job. And we love them. And we love them. Because that's how they are. But neurodivergent, they don't think like us. No, I'm neurodivergent as well, as from today. They don't think like us. They think differently. And you have to allow them. And also and understand them. That is patience of note. That is patience of note. When a person says, I can't deal with this one because he's slow learner, they are called slow learners. And now I give on a slow learner. In the classes that we have, I don't see a slow learner. I see a person who wants me to get onto where they are and be able to teach them the way they can understand. Fela, nothing else. Teach them in a way that they can understand. Do not force the education that, in school, but you are going to read skakiereng and you are going to read and understand skakiereng. They don't want that. They want you to read and show. They want you to read and exhibit. Like, if you are talking about spanner, because when you say spanner, might not understand. So, Kgabo, that's what we are doing. That is Spain, okay? And that is Spain, yes. DK, Malumogay. These are the people. I wouldn't complete here. Kisikiri, thank you very much for the work that we are doing. Nalilona, Mudimukyo, Kyalebo.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for, our graduation ceremony. So we have reached the core of our program, which is dressing up, decorating our people here. I hope they're ready to skawa. Just take it all in. Have you guys watched the KZN graduations? You have not watched them? Chama, you must watch. Bakita, they do something. No pressure, no pressure. So I would like to, I think I've left my paper with Dr. Bosch, with the people that must come and join me on stage. Thank you, sir. So we are about to honor our people. Get your cameras ready, because this is a moment of a lifetime. Kuku, phone ya how inal camera? Inal camera green. Bona ono pila ola, bona level la ko, na ono pila ola. Usalale mamaka. Get your cameras ready. So I would like to call on the following people to come join me on stage. These people were strategically selected, so they will be shaking your hand. They will be transferring some electrons or gown red. It does not end here. This is just a start, right? So I'm gonna call MMC Sarah. If I don't pronounce your name right, Dr. Boy's handwriting, it's not me. Mabucha, if you don't mind coming forward. I know you're not dressed, but we appreciate you coming through. We would also obviously call Dr. Bosch to come through and join us. Dr. Tabang Chiloane to come forward, please. Dr. Cynthia Malinga, Sasol Foundation, if she can please come and join us. Social content, social media, but guys, I content. I right. But I also nasa uka briefina. But la mose, what la trenda karena. Erege mozame. I know. You know, don't worry, Lala. I've got you. I've got you, Lala. We are protected. I don't know what that belt is for. I also just took it. Well, as long as you are. Yeah, picture perfect. We are, yes. Okay, I've got, okay, here's the mirror for you.
Do you look good?
Stunning.
Sure.
Yes, thank you. So if you don't mind standing backwards for me. So I will call Dr. Bosch. Hi, Chomi. Why you don't say you didn't call me? You are the first one that I know. Monique, you must say, Chomi, you didn't call me. I was still dealing with the new guest. But I know you've been here since, you know how it's like when you are part of us, we forget you. Thank you so much for allowing us to use you for this special moment. So I'm going to step away and allow people, to do the works. Tate Bosch, you can move forward. Lena libe ready gamu. Lena li betra lena ibe ready. Li clean di lens. Lens ya clean yo ane. Lens wa ipumula ka skipa momora. Hore photo ya how is gaba cloudy. You wipe it, okay? We don't want crusty pictures. We want proper pictures, all right? So we are about to start this ceremony. Tate Bosch, over to you.
Thank you so much. Now, the moment that the graduates are going to change into being graduates. The first one, Tapelo Kubiana. And the next one. And the next one. Sorry. Thank you. And the next one, his twin brother, Tumelo Kubiana. Just a moment, for your information, when you go for trade test, it takes 2 days. But he wanted to prove that you have been undermining us. He took 1 day and did everything.
Graduates, you guys, graduates, sure.
And the next one is the Queen Mohale. The next one is Ntsako Shabalala. And the next one is Sean Murutane. Ala la wa wa wa. And the next one is Ndibo Musecho Gilbert Mali Bamusanda.
Akibata we
Nkateko is not here. Next one is Sipo Timunye. And the next one is Judas Muloto. And the next one is Tsepo Ratoro. La la wah wah wah. And last but not least, Agugutwile from Mpumalanga. I give me some ne. Mpumalanga Verena. Last but not least, Tiagane Makwela. And then, last but not least, Mujamraho ke khosi. O fentse le dingwane. You can see why we left the drama at the end. That energy. We are thankful. Congratulations, you are now graduates, and you are now officially qualified, graduated artisans. We are very grateful. And then, just as we are going down, where's the program director? Oh, she's coming. Just to indicate, Ausaniki was talking about 37 or so years of being together, and I'm happy to indicate among ourselves, I have somebody who we are just left with 2 months to complete the 40 years being together. My friend Edward Lechanyane, thank you so much for honoring this occasion. So when he was in accounting, I was in maths, and we were doing the maths together. When I was in sciences, he was in accounting. So we meet with the other subjects plus maths. So today here we are 40 years later, still encouraging one another. He keeps on saying, hey, you must turn your passion into profit. This is the time. It has come. It has come. Thank you so much. Thank you, Program Director.
Ke khopela pina ya ka DJ. Kelly, Nacho, this is for you guys. Stand up and dance for us. Now that you're going. Ay, ay, ay. Ay. Somebody help me remove this for a thank you. These are our graduates, ladies and gentlemen. Please, Bashapeleng Matoho. Nabanahan hore kasi fofi. Nabanahan hore kasi pasi. Lipasite. This is the moment for you to brag, to shine, to be very proud. Look at your parents. Very proud of you. Wow! Okay. All right, Bari packing. Women, next to Tata Bosch. Come. This is your moment. Picture dividing. My worry now is that where is the camera? Do you see everyone? Do you see them? Are you sure? thank you so much. That was the moment of the day. That was beautifully done. Thank you so much, Mr. DJ. We appreciate you. So now, I get another tabile. Guys, did you guys see Bausi Vale vapearing the tradition? You want to be Kupela leba shapeleng matsoho man, yo ba hot man. Those ones that are showing us repila man. Thank you for dressing up. Kore mabana urla ha aina pliti ela go. I in up one by one. Korata blind. I can see this is how I'm going to age. Popo man look. When Kiko kwaka ola from today on. Kiko kwaka oh. Kupela leba shapeleng ko ka matsoho. Upila kuku. Oh hot. Modimo be hore umpone hekele kana le wena o botse koko o koko tshepo ke koko aka from now on. Now we're sharing a grandparent, okay? So I literally left my papers somewhere. There they are because of the excitement and the proud moment that we just had. So, as we are taking it all in, guys, the graduates, unfortunately, every as we climb that mountain, the hill, that one. So now, whatever that you use to motivate yourself to finish, you might need a different motivation to fit into the workplace, to fit into the big world, when Dada Bosch is not there, where DK is not there, where Aniki is not there. But don't worry, if you continue to study and read motivational books and associate yourself with positive people, but let me guys gift you. You don't see my friend? Guys, I've got a new friend. Guys, you must have friends in high places. Monique. Monique is going to come forward. Monique is from Limestone. And she's going to be sharing with you a message. If you've got a pen and paper or your phone, please take notes so that you can remember what she has to plant and you have to grow moving forward. Chomi, come.
Well, I think I'm going to start with a wow, because this has been absolutely a wow. I'm here to give you a little bit of an inspiration message, but I think I'm the one who is inspired by everything that I saw this morning. So thank you for that. All right, so I was going to say good morning, but I see we're in the afternoon. So good afternoon, everyone. Distinguished guests, Kgabo cast leadership, proud families, and most importantly, our graduates. It is an absolute honor to be here today on behalf of Lightstone Auto to celebrate this milestone, the 4th Artisan graduation of Kgabo cast. Today is not only a celebration of achievement, it's a celebration of perseverance, purpose, and the power of opportunity. Each of you sitting here has traveled a demanding road, one filled with early mornings, long hours in the workshop, grease-stained hands, and problem solving that tested your patience and your passion. Well, you've made it. And more than that, you've become artisans ready to take on the world. At Lightstone, we work closely with the motor industry every day, from OEMs and dealerships to workshops and service providers. And we know that skilled artisans are the foundation of this entire ecosystem. You are the ones who bring vehicles, data, and customers' trust together. Without you, the industry quite literally doesn't move forward. To the women graduates in this class, I want to pause there for a moment and speak directly to you. You've achieved something truly powerful. You've stepped into a trade that has for far too long been seen as a man's world. And you've proven that talent, focus, and resilience knows no gender. Your courage will open doors for young women watching from the sidelines, wondering if they belong in this space. You've shown them that they absolutely do. At Lightstone, we believe that diverse voices create stronger and more innovative teams. The future of the automotive industry will depend not just on technology, but on the perspectives and empathy that you bring. Qualities that make our industry more inclusive, more human, and ultimately more successful. Now, looking ahead where the industry is going, the road ahead is changing fast. The vehicles we repair and maintain are no longer just mechanical. They are digital, they are connected, and increasingly electric. We're entering an era of smart mobility, AI-driven diagnostics, and sustainable technology. But this is not a threat. It's an absolute invitation for each and every one of you. It's an invitation to grow, adopt, and to continue learning. Your training at Kgabo has given you more than technical skills. It has taught you to think critically, solve problems, care about quality, and never to stop learning. These are the exact qualities the future of our industry demands. Your expertise, whether in diagnostics, repair, or customer service, will be the hands and minds keeping our roads safe and our economy moving forward. Lastly, a message from Lightstone. At Lightstone, our work revolves around using data and insights to support the people who drive the automotive industry, people like you. And that's why we are so proud of what Kgabo Cars is doing here. You're not just building skills, you're building futures. You're creating livelihoods and shaping communities. Each graduate year represents hope, hard work, and potential. And we look forward to seeing what you will achieve next. Finally, to the class of 2025, congratulations. Carry your qualifications with pride, but carry your purpose even higher. Whether you open your own workshop, join a dealership, or continue to upskill, remember that your journey is part of something much bigger. You are the next generation of artisans who will keep South Africa's automotive industry running, evolving, and thriving. From all of us at Lightstone, we salute you, we celebrate you, and we look forward to walking alongside you on this road. Thank you, and once again, congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Monique, the head of operations in Limestone. Can you please give it the biggest hand of today, please, my charming. So we're gonna release Mesara, my other friend, the MMC, It was nice to meet you. May you travel safe, and thank you for honoring us. So, we are getting to the end of our program. We are getting to the food. So we had Monique, who put an emphasis to women. They can say maybe we are favored compared to men these days as we look into statistics where women are getting more money, women are getting more opportunities, but the gap is still there. So it is your opportunity to decide as a man how you will be fighting or how you'll be collaborating in this industry. But the bottom line is you can't just sit back and wait for opportunities to come to you. It's either you upskill, you ask for help to see how you can navigate. You can be anything you want to be. You've just started. This is just the foundation. Please remember her words. The industry is there waiting for you. You just need to decide where do you fit in, whether you go to the dealership, whether you go stick to the technical side. I studied mechanical engineering. I was there for almost 8 to 9 years in the plant of Eskom and Kelvin. Then I diverted, I moved to technical sales. Diverted, moved to management. So it's just about what it is that you want. What's your vision? How does it look like? What does the future look like for you? And it is in your hands. So, to add on what I'm about, or what we just said, we're gonna call on Mr. Anton Fitz from the AIDC, Executive Industry Development, to share more words of encouragement, because we know, oh, you guys, lengalaka speed, lefela pelo. So all for us is just to say, because we walked our journey, we can only share what we went through, but it is your story. Just own it. Just take each and every word and see how you build your own path. Mr. Anton, please join us. Mshapeleng matsoho, Anton.
And the triumph over poverty. I wanna be there when the people win the battle against AIDS. I wanna lend a hand. I wanna be there for the alcohol.
Good afternoon, colleagues. Good afternoon to all our dignitaries, all our guests of honor, our parents, key stakeholders, and most importantly, our graduates, who are the most important guests of the day. Good afternoon, all. And maybe before I get into trouble, I need to say all protocols observed. So thank you very much, Program Director, for this opportunity to be able to speak on behalf of the AIDC, which is an entity of government, of the Gauteng Provincial Government. We, as the AIDC, represent the automotive industry support in the Gauteng province. So firstly, Ntate Boshumane, we want to say congratulations to yourself, to Kgabo Cars, for this important milestone that you've achieved in the past few years. It is really phenomenal that you've qualified over 180 graduates out of Soshanguve, and I think that is really remarkable. And the way we look at this as the AIDC, we always say that each graduate that graduates here represents at least 5 to 10 family members. So you need to multiply that 180, multiply by 5 or 10 family members that will be supported by these graduates. And you can get to 1,000 or even 2,000 family members that really benefit from these graduates. And that's always how we view it as the AIDC, from an impact perspective. So I just wanted to highlight that. And also congratulations on 30% female representation in terms of your graduates. I think that's really remarkable. The automotive industry nationally is very untransformed. We have very, very few female representatives in the auto industry, especially as you go up into the senior management levels. And I think this represents an opportunity for us to change that picture as well. On the second point, I want to highlight that Kgabo is a very important partner to the AIDC. We've got an official MOU that we signed last year, and we intend to work with the Kgabo, going forward with the projects that we've identified together. And I think today also represents more than just training or more than just graduation. It represents changing of lives, changing of the local economy, and changing, I believe, at the longer term, the national economy. For some who don't know, the automotive industry represents 5.2% of national GDP, and that is very significant. It's an industry that will be here today, that has been here last year. We celebrated 100 years of the auto industry in South Africa. And we believe as the AIDC that the auto industry will still be here in the next 100 years. But here's the catch. The change of technology and so forth that we've seen over the last 100 years, we will see in the next 5 to 10 years. So therefore, we need to be ready to adapt as fast as possible. As Monique mentioned, that e-mobility, EVs, hydrogen, plug-in hybrids, all these vehicle drivetrains and technologies are going to become very, very critical in the future. At the moment, NEVs represent around 3% of vehicle sales in South Africa, but we believe as the AIDC this is going to change quite rapidly as more people take up NEVs. And I believe that as qualified motor mechanics, you need to be ready to upskill yourselves from a motor mechanic to have the flexibility and competency to also to work on other vehicle technologies. You've got plug-in hybrids, you've got full battery electric vehicles. We just came out of a NEV summit 2 days ago where we learned that the Stellenbosch University successfully converted a petrol vehicle or petrol bus into an electric vehicle. We also learned that there's a company that has converted a petrol engine into a gas-run vehicle. So you have all these technologies now that are coming to play. And I believe while this is an important milestone today, let's also think about tomorrow and preparing yourself for tomorrow. As the late Ntate Nelson Mandela said, once you've climbed a mountain, you realize that there are many more mountains to climb. So yes, you've climbed this journey of 3 to 4 years, and we salute you for that. But what we are saying as the AIDC, please also be ready for your next adventure, because learning is a lifelong thing, and you will realize that as well. So lastly, next week on the 31st of October, as the AIDC in Roslyn, we are launching a manufacturing center of excellence, which will focus on future skills. We've commissioned an electric vehicle simulator, which will help upskill artisans such as yourself into the EV space. And we want to be at the forefront of developing artisans in the country in terms of helping the National Development Plan. We're also going to focus on robotics in terms of mechatronics, making sure that mechatronics is also represented. And we've also got smart manufacturing technology that we're also going to be focusing on. And that is our contribution, where we say as the AIDC, we want to be part of a future in the auto industry so that we can grow it together. And I think partners like Kgabo and Ntate Boshomane play a very, very crucial role, especially in the township context. And lastly, as the AIDC, we always say that localization is close to our heart. At the moment, unfortunately, we've got a localization rate of 39%. That means every Ford Ranger, BMW, and Nissan that you see on our roads, only 39% of that vehicle is produced locally. The rest of the parts and components are imported. And we as the AIDC say that with partners such as Kgabo Cars and ourselves, we need to change that picture. And I believe that a day like today is a testament and a step into that direction to make sure that we drive the narrative, or we change the narrative of this localization from imports, from a consumer mindset, where South Africa becomes a producer in terms of vehicles for the future. Thank you.
Say Africa, say Africa, say Africa, say Africa, say Africa, say
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Anton from the AIDC. Can you please give him a round of applause? Anton, thank you for repeating that Nelson Mandela quote, because I think it's very important. I think our young people, they think this life, you're going to be a child forever. You're adulting, and it's difficult. So the sooner you get into the track of really, what is next, the mindset of wanting more, the mindset of working harder, then you can fit in the vision that the partners are building. You would be part of the journey of, we've moved from 39% to 50% of localization. I was part of that program. It's just nice to be part of growth of this country, because it's full of opportunities. As much as there's another side to say there's no opportunities, there is. Just make sure that you fit yourself in them. So we've got 2 more speakers, and then we're going to be eating. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to call on Ntate Mutiba, Mr. Mutunye Mutiba from BBC Consulting, Managing Director. You can see there's wisdom there. Look at him, look at him, look at his walk. Look at his walk. Look. Come. Look, watch. Sticks
and stones and the UN loan and passport controls for countries that don't have.
Program director, when you did that to me, I was imagining about 3 days, I think we were watching television in Parliament, and somebody was talking about drill. Those who watched would remember what it means. Let me start off by acknowledging the dignitaries who are here. Above all, I think I would really like to say thank you to Dr. Boshomani. It's important that those of us who work with you appreciate and recognize you whilst you're on this journey. You are creating creators. The young people who are coming up stage here are what I refer to as those who took opportunities for value creation. The value creation that I'm talking about refers to creating wealth. Rona re gola matšatši a le a fetileng kwa magaeng. when people spoke about noble professions, it was more about teachers, nurses, and. But over time, as I was traversing the pieces of this country in various spaces elsewhere, I began to realize that entrepreneurship, it's a noble profession. I know that in the past, maybe it is because of the behavior of some, in the villages, the local shopkeeper. Ka re mogala bo e be le ena a šetšeng a ite kwa magaeng ba bangwe ba ile magweng, a fa leina le la entrepreneur o botse, re be le poo e šetše ite taola. But I'm saying this is a noble profession from the perspective that when I was reflecting on this issue about the impact of informal industrial SMMEs, I know that we spoke about the twisting of the words. I looked at the word enterprising, and at the center of it, it's about diligence. I also looked at the word entrepreneurship. Again, at the center of it is diligence and resilience. And then I looked at the challenges and the barriers that entrepreneurs, particularly the industrial MSMEs, face. And I think you go into literature, those things are adequately addressed. I'm not going to talk about them. But what interests me in the whole thing is that entrepreneurs look at these challenges and barriers and they turn them into opportunities. Graduates, today you are given a key to unlock your future. So when you hold that certificate, look at it time and again, and as you do that, pat yourself on your heart and say, today I've got a key to unlock my future. That unlocking of your future is your capability to create value. It's your capability to say, I can, I will, and I must succeed to create value. And as you do that, you should understand there's a network of strategic partners. The people who are here today, who are working with Kgabo Cars, are a network of strategic partners who have your welfare at heart. You shall not venture into this space alone. I have the benefit of having known Kgabo Cars about 10 years ago, when I was working for Productivity South Africa. And at that point, I insisted. Sometimes this thing, supply chain and all those sorts of things, I insisted. This partnership must stand. So when I went on retirement, I felt retirement is not about putting aside all other things. I felt I should walk this journey from the point of Bakoni Business Solutions, which is a pan-African management and enterprise development consultancy. So time and again, when you have these types of events, we always come and say, graduates, here is a message for you, and that's exactly what we're doing today. Chwelampili, South Africa, Africa is waiting for you. Some other people say the world is your oyster. You can go and research opportunities in South Africa. When you talk about the informal economy, it will tell you that it's over 900 billion rand. Well, it's space for everyone. When you go and look at South Africa within the BRICS space, the opportunities are immense. If you look at South Africa within the African continent, the opportunities are immense. All is awaiting you is use that key. Program Director, thank you. My parting words are, as it has been said, God did not write you off. As you venture into this world, have the spirit of I can, I will, and I must succeed to create value. Thank you.
I warned you guys about the wisdom that is coming. I'm sure half of you did not hear, right? I'll translate next time. Because I could see her experience is coming. And we appreciate that you are back into the seat and partnering and making sure that you continue, that you don't sit home and relax, but however you are contributing. And I think it is important that that skill that you have, that we continuously remind our people, because sometimes we leave them behind. I think we are here. I would encourage you to come more, and then we can meet each other halfway. I think you've got a lot in your system that we just need to package it in such a way that our young people can understand how you build, you share, and you make a difference. Ladies and gentlemen, we are reaching the end of our program. There's 2 announcements before I call our doctor speaker. I don't know, city, something about Khosi and Ja and the last, what did they say? I think Dr. Bosch said it. What is it? Mojamorao Khosi, something like that. So, I'm gonna call on the doctor in a bit. There's 2 important announcements that I would like to put forward. One, there is an attendance register that is circulating. Kindly sign in, because it's important that everybody that is here is accounted for. That helps us to account to our sponsors. When you apply, you say so much number of people are coming. Can you sponsor us with food? And this is basically going to play proof of the work that we are doing. So if you don't mind, you just sign through. Please do not leave without signing the attendance register. If it doesn't get to you, before, during lunch, make sure you get hold of the paper. The paper will be there at the back. Right now it's circulating. I am tempted to separate the papers, but I only had one clipboard. But if you don't, it doesn't get to you. You just go there by the door and sign in. That would be really appreciated. And the second thing is that we're all gonna eat. That is the important announcement. So back to our doctor, the least, what did you say, Dr. Bosch? Last but not least, we're gonna call on Dr. George Sinosha from IPDG to please come up. Bari ita jeji tlo bolela le bana ba gago.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good afternoon, dignitaries. I would like to acknowledge the AG Tabang Chilwane and President of RCC, Aniki, and my beautiful children that side. Papari, Naman. So, I'm not going to keep you too long here. I'm going to tell you how we met with Dr. Bushoman. And I asked myself, was it by accident or was it meant to be? One day, I received a call, and this call was a strange call coming from Dr. Bushoman. It was around 2021. And he introduced himself saying that he wanted to see me. And he told me why he wanted to see me. He said I was recommended by a Tabang Matlala who knows that I am passionate about community service. And therefore, I will meet his needs. We met. And some of the synergies that I found out between me and him, Kore, he said he comes from Sikurue. And obviously when you come to places like Busoshanguve, or Rochas Kurue, or Bari. And that's how we were treated. Nagiswa Belavela, good place in Zamaburu. So obviously, how Tlamo Plekens outside Busoshanguve, or Bari. So we had something in common. Linda Bushoman again. He left Skuruwe and he came to invest in Soshanguve. Myself left Belabela and I came to invest in Soshanguve. So what did I invest? So now I invested a Pick and Pay in Soshanguve. Some of you might remember me Pick and Pay yene le mo di BB mo Mabopane station. That was the one that I brought to the township, the very first one as a franchise. So, our meeting with Tata Bushoman meant a lot to me because after he told me what he went through, I was curious to know his family. Or how do they let him continue ka something ye e le horeng is not paying off? Like Ntate Bushomana a boletse hore baholo ba boletse hore no, you have to start getting into that paying mode. But I want to honor his family. Or behind every successful man, there's a woman. And I want to extend it. And after every family success, there are children. Lebone babu shomane, babu William, bana babu shomane, which means they embraced what dad started. And that to me, and Tata Bushoman, that succession plan, you've got it. On that note, you are not going to be a Rotarian. I'm a Rotarian. Kerla muiso bya. Abeta di corner, felletse du dumetse to become a Rotarian. Why did I want him to become a Rotarian? I wanted him to become a Rotarian because this what he's doing here in Soshanguve. It's extraordinary. And he needs more support internationally. That's why I wanted to line him up so that he can catch the attention of the global community. Today, Soshanguve is raving all over the world. Maybe if you didn't know, SABC 2 fell. All over the world, Soshanguve is raving, being the case study of what needs to happen in the townships. For a long time, we've been undermining ourselves that we can't do it. I brought the Pick and Pay, the first Pick and Pay franchise into the township. When it was said it cannot happen. Here is Kgabo bringing Kgabo cars to the township. And what I want to appreciate from the community of Soshanguve is that they have embraced it and they are supporting it. And extending it further, Ntate Kgabo, keep up the good work with the community of Soshanguve because my Pick and Pay was never beguiled because how I worked with the community. Yes. I was never robbed, and I was there at Mabopane station. Good deeds make for good business. Never forget that. In finalizing, we can share a lot But I've done a lot of work on Limpopo as well with the Pick and Pay Yamoso Shanguve. And when he told me that he was from Limpopo, I was very interested because I used to work with the First Lady Trust in Limpopo. Yabo, the past premier Moloto. Then the last one was with past premier Castle Matal. That gave me wings to say that even if we are investing here, but we've got our roots where we come from. But our hearts, it's where we are embraced. On that note, Vanabaka, Ari Renzo, I'm going to change the narrative. I get Lanzeba. Heba le fa di round of applause. Bar pa 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 pa. O ka re le fitlhile. Re change nyana ka jeka ke. A ro le tlopela ka di round of applause. Lo ira my way. Le tla ntshaba morao a kere. Batswadi le ona a re ba bethele matsoho bana ba re irileng proud. Our emelang na ke tla le leader. Roba fa one. And why ha one? Because the journey is still long. It hasn't started yet. So ha re ba fa tsentši ba tlo ra mo se re fitlhile. Ebile ba re file a round of applause a ntšintši. So let me lead it. Are we ready? Bafana baka ko morao ko, are we ready? Eish, here tsena mo ke kry-ile very vibrant. Akere? Keep it up. Let's go. Awa, it sounded like one. It symbolizes a unity. Kutlo e nngwe phamola e shaletse morao. E nngwe ya o tswafa mola. Are we ready? Are we ready? Go like this. Are we ready? Let's go. There we are. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. NgesiZulu bathi into enhle uyayikopa. So ngifuna ukukopa lento leya kaDokotela George. Ngibona ukuthi ngizayikhona na ngizoyimplementa kwenye event. And then manje mangifaila sho ukuthi mina ngingifailisile. So ke masenze lento yakhe yokushaya kayi1. Ake rakopa. So ke ke test hore naya ka clap e tla ba le unity na. Are you ready? Are you ready? Who's recording? Because I can't go post. Kenya go utla pha e le hore ke yona na. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. Thank you so much. Guys, it is 1:00. It is 1:00 as per the program. We started late, we caught up. Thank you so much to my speakers. You played along and made sure that we keep to the time. We have done it. We kept to the time because people need to go. So at 1:00 item ere, Rivita, Miss Mweketi, she's an author. It's just a pity I don't have the name of the book so that we can support him. So Ausi Kilebogile Mweketsi, a tlo etsa vote of thanks, because I'm thinking we have to say thank you. I mean, if I have to say so myself, this has been a beautiful event. So the least we can do is to say thank you to the people that have put it together. I will not do justice because I do not know all the people. Ausmeketsi, the author, please come through.
Thank you, Program Director. Dumelang. Good afternoon. Goeiemiddag. Sanbonani. Abshen. Ndimasiare. Which one did I forget? Naki mozwana ki tswa Taung. Ki simolile ka go leboga Modimo. Lerato la Modimo, His mercy and His presence. It is by His timing that we are here. And all protocols observed before, I thank each and every one of them accordingly. I believe each and every one of us has something inside. So, DJ, Chukupapina Hari utlwalela, arieme. Chukuparieme. We need to end on a high note. We need to end on a high note. Build your barrier. It's fine, but I know you know the song. And you can relate to the song. Take my rights away. The faster I will run. You can deny me. You can decide to take your face away. Yeah. No matter. Something inside so strong. I know that I can make it. Though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought that my pride was gone. Oh no. Something inside so strong. Oh, something inside so strong. The more you refuse to hear my voice, the louder I will sing. Yes. You hide behind walls of Jericho. Our lives come tumbling down. Deny my place in time. You squander wealth that's mine. My light will shine so bright it will blind you. Yes, something inside so strong. I know that I can make it. Though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought that my pride was gone. Oh no, something inside so strong. Oh, something inside so strong. Thank you, DJ. Brothers and sisters, when they insist. I believe that there's something inside so strong. Dr. Boshoman, Isaac Boshoman, to have that vision and passion to serve. I believe there's something so strong to our fellow graduates to follow your passion and to say yes to the vision, to saying yes to your passion, and to connecting that with His. There must have been something inside so strong. I also believe that there's something inside so strong for parents to say noma kanjani. This is my child. I'll do whatever it takes to see them or to see him or her being at this point, to start this journey. There is something inside so strong. For our guest of honor, there are many things that you could be doing. There are other places that you could have been at. But there's something inside so strong that said, I needed or I need to be here. We thank you. There's also something inside so strong for Kgabo's team. Hi, unity, team. Mo ke family mo. Ape nna ke family na. Ke family, le fane sa ka se boshomane mare ke family. Dilo tsa modimo tsone o ka ska wa di sekisa ha rialo wena o tla reng. Ke family united for them to be here, to dedicate their time to serve and to create. There's something inside so strong for the RCC team to see by insight, not by sight. That's a divine calling. I say this because I also have my firstborn child, Bataka. She's 18 years old. She was disabled at the age of 2. Very ataxic, like they know her. If she gets here, you would say, I'm lying. Because I know the pain, I know the struggle, I connect. And it's one of the things that connected me with Dr. Poshoman. Because I understand what it means as a parent to nurture. You become more than a parent. You are a coach, you are a mentor, you are a psychologist, you are a therapist, you are everything and everything in between. And to have a RCC team to dedicate their time for that, it's a special gift. There's something inside so strong for the event planners to see to it that we have an eventful event like this. I thank you. Sleeping at night, planning and everything. I thank you. We thank you. There's also something inside so strong for our sound engineer, our DJ, very professional, very passionate about his work, and that is solely at the back. Happy all things social media, everything AR, he's an expert. Limu bukeng ne. Our special guest, thank you so much for your time. And our graduates, just a bit of a takeaway, not to take much of your time. As a credit repair coach, a behavioral finance specialist, and a debt expert, I encourage you to operate from abundance, not scarcity. You are not your money. You are who you are. You are what the gifts that God blessed you with, that channel your career into your purpose. Those are the things that when everything else that this world thinks is success is gone, are the very same things that will pick you up. Because
you've got seeds. And when I say seeds, I say gifts. Many, not one, many. And the more you tap into that space and you focus on those gifts, that's why you find yourself being in this kind of journeys. And the more focused you are in that, you start seeing more and more seeds coming up. That's why God says, be fruitful. Right? You can't have a fruit without a seed. Am I correct? So I encourage you that, because I know in my field of work where I engage with a lot of people who've got financial problems, and I have to come up with plans and strategy to take them out of debt. All I can say to you is, don't allow that to be your setback. You can always rise up. The greatest inventors and most successful people in this world started from nothing. And when everybody wrote them off, and when all the systems of the world that were created to keep us down and not progressing in life said no to them, they kept on that something that is strong inside of them. Do you understand now? So thank you so much. We are here because of you. I would like to say to our guest of honors, Deputy Minister of in absentia and in representation, thank you for being here. Representative from MCC Corporate and Shared, ke a leboga mme o setse a tsamaile. Ke re ntate Anton Fitz, I don't know if I mentioned it correctly. Believe you me, preparing a long-term plan is crucial. It keeps us going. Thank you for those kind words and encouragement. Monique, you've been choma. Please continue to be a choma. Right? Lightstone. Thank you so much for always being there, and let this continue to be a fruitful journey. Ntate Mutunye Mutiba ra leboga. I also say, continue to take on the words that he shared. He says, yes, you can, you will, and succeed. You will succeed. Powerful words that stamp in their hearts and in their mind. Doc, ke a leboga. I believe within our communities, you are one of those people that we would always be remembered for breaking barriers. And it is, they always say, greatness is outside the comfort zone. You believe in everything in between, outside the zone, where there is no comfort. And it is in that thing, that's something that is so strong, that would continue connecting you with people like Dr. Boshomai. It's an energy. As a people, we've got energy. And when we send that frequency, when you send that to the universe, you attract. You get what you are interested in and what you believe in. That's your energy. I'm done. Program director. Ke re fela re leboge all the sponsorships, Makwande Empowerment Trust, AIDC, ra leboga, the Township Project from Canada. Ulaibona gore taba is global. And it started like okay. And it's gonna continue to be global. Yes, this is a global movement. It's not localized movement. It's local, but it's got global impact. Anybody that I did not acknowledge, but I cannot conclude with our beautiful, elegant program director, our captain. You took this ship and we arrived safely at our destination. Right now, it's just that the stomachs are empty. And let's just knit it up with our gifts to our guests. And thank you so much for lightening up and steering this ship. You are blessed. We are all blessed. We are all God's creation. We are love. Ke a leboga.
So we'll call on Tate Bosch to come and join when we get this as we give our guests their gifts. So we have put together a small token of appreciation. We promise you next time when you come, a Mercedes-Benz, GTI, BMW, you know what I mean? So now we are starting. Here is the 10th graduation. You get a car, you get a car, everybody will get a car, okay? So as I would be calling every one of you, please, that graced our stage. I don't want to call you again by name. Just now you don't even know that you are Anton because you are called the whole day. What's Councillor? Itlang, if I present, you can get from then that Libafeng, from Kgabo cars. We know we are in NPC, but we still believe in the spirit of giving. The token of appreciation is saying, we see you, we appreciate you, we love you, and what you do, let it be not only by us. Continue to spread your wisdom, your knowledge, your expertise where it's needed. We can only rise when we lift each other up. Today, as a speaker, I have been inspired by your talk. I want to be ahead of something again. I'm inspired by a retired man that still wants to participate in the economy. Anton, we are watching you. I would want to come and see the car that you have built. Koketso, I felt safe. There's no gun, so I can feel it from the offices. We really appreciate that. I don't understand why the doctors are sitting down. I know you want to be. I said everybody that graced the stage. Hey, English is a problem for PhDs, candidates, and graduates, and Pick and Pay owners. Go to the stage. We want to give you a car. I would want to also appreciate you guys as who have supported Tate Bosch to also grace the stage. We recognize you. If you don't mind, please. We do not take your time for granted. This is a moment of gratitude. They say a giving heart will get more. We are basically saying thank you, Liskalapa, we are because of you guys. We can be even more bigger. Still stay in the ship as we sail internationally to grow Kgabo cars, to be an organization to be for. The next time we graduate, the graduations will be somewhere else because of you guys. Can somebody assist me to move this? Tapel. Be useful. Gas speed. Guys, uso rapela. Kukan tweet. Hey, bo pasta baranyo ko seviwa. You must save. Oh, you guys looking so beautiful up there, just like your brains. Cameraman, we've captured these. These are the people. These are the foundation of our journey. And today we say we thank you. Don't get tired of us when we invite you. And while they are standing there, I do have a speech from the Deputy Minister who could not be here. That the Bosch is going to kill me. I don't know where the speech is right now, but I'll read it. Somebody representing the Deputy Minister. Can we see you, please? Somebody has paisad you. Representing the Deputy Minister, can you run forward, Chief? You see, the Deputy Minister has delegated you. You must work. Why are you sitting there like a guest? You are here to work. Thank you for coming. We appreciate you. We understand the Deputy Minister could not come. Please, yes, please, please, please. I'm glad the gentleman paisad you. We appreciate you. Here is my speech. The office of the Deputy Minister is saying they could not come today as we take pictures. Are we done? Let me know. Give me a sign. We happy? Can I release them? Okay. Oh, they want to gift me. Oh, cameraman. Hey, Chomi. Hey, Malume. Banyoko shudanna. Thapelo. Thank you so much. Again, to the people that assist. Yeah, recibia mola. Recibia mo. Yeah, right. Ora nyaka ke bitse Asha itlo thusa. Yeah, it's perfect. Thank you so much. So, as we close, there's one bonus item that the Bosch wants to bless you guys with. I need a sign from the back. How many people have not signed the register? Lots. Where is it now? Can you sign quickly? While we do that, so we did get a letter from the Deputy Minister of Employment and Labor of the Republic of South Africa. They are basically apologizing because they had competing commitments. However, they would like to convey, or it's a she, I must make sure that I say, not they, because it's a woman, I'm putting emphasis. So the Deputy Minister conveys her heartfelt congratulations to all the graduates for their hard work and dedication. She also expresses deep appreciation to the Kgabo Multi-Purpose Skills Center for its continued commitment to youth development, skills development, and community upliftment. Happy! So she looks forward to engaging with the institution on another planned visit coordinated by the Productivity SA of our departmental entity on a date that will be confirmed soonest. So wait, like that the boss usakwata. The Deputy Minister extends her well wishes and hopes for the success of this event. So can you tell the Minister, can you guys shapelang event gore it's a mele pilo re Minister ke re ba re record gore re tsamaile shape re tsamaile pila re shapeleng matsoho. Guys, we have done a lot of talking. Dr. Bosch, I'm trying to be strategic because we have spoken because we are given an opportunity to speak. We do have a voice from our graduates that was pre-recorded. And I think it's very important that we should listen to it as we close. And then after the video, as the video plays, while the video is playing, the Bosch will come officially close with a special guest, and then aligned, ne? Rashap. So we're gonna have at least another maybe 7 minutes, maybe 10, I don't know the Bosch, because they say the video is 15 minutes. Is a way of, okay, no problem. So you can play the video, and then we'll take it from there.
Then ke fihla mo wa mbotsa gore ai nka no dira anything e no ro feel o ka dira re ka fa opportunity ya ro e dire kana wona gore mara ba se mo se go mona a teng se ke mo hae ke tlile mo Kgabo se ke tlo itsa motho yeah salede ke thomile mo I've got a lot of changes in my life. Get no more one champion. Since I am Kgabo to be alive, you say about what on the world when say NJ, but time and Kulu, watching chat last, suspension, or just the issues. Will be. Sale ke fitla mo Kgabo ke countless strata too much. In Luton Nagel Mulin sale ke fitla ma chwini a nketsetse selo mo life. Sa mato mo go re mo se mo ntleng ka mo ga tremotse. Ona behave ngane ka mal. So behave yona nsai no aksa fela pelo ya okay. Yeah, my tsara bona like arena like a to change. Kabane dinale competition nyana e leng gore ai gore like arana azanga ra ibera re ke competition mara wena wa iputso he nna ga site ntwela batho ba itse ntwela why nna ga site wena una le competition wena le self le batho bana wa bona e bana ba bangwe wa bona re ne nteswa ke itse why nna ke sa itse bana ba itse mo Kgabo a o tswa go ntlong o tla mo Kgabo o tswa o liwa a o tswele mama o tswele papa a o fitlha mo Kgabo o kry-a bo malome bo ntate Spring bo Mr. Boss a o tsela bona ba fitlha kwa ba ya wena o sa le mo mathumo so Anchi Kgabo o tsa batho re nna ke etse nna ka favor ke etse papa ka favor ka iketsetse o ya di mente sa rena di shapo to mara di nya gore ha e ba bolela le se ba bolela a o nya gore le tse dintsi o di tseka ka chest ko se ko like ya ba ira jokes wana wa itse ka chest ko ro le mo wa itse re o tlile mo o ithuta no itse re go tlile it's o ithuta cause na like go high ke hotse ke or like le go school once I made a mistake one or nenge ga sa go me tshwara or once I made a mistake one so mara since ke fitla mo a dilo tse dintsi di na le o dira like ka fitisa se ke ithutile or like ai man dilo tse dintšhi o ne di tloela and di a diragala wa gomona gore wa e bona taba.
What I've learned is personal growth. It's personal growth. And the one thing I like about our mentors, like strictly so, they call you out, Queen, this is what's happening, this is what you are lacking. And the Bible in front of everyone. And you know, as teenagers, embarrassment, confront in front of Banabao. So automatically now I pull up my socks. Then the other thing, really attitude change. Dr. Bosch comes here with people every day. Those people are motivated. Those people tell us reality that our own parents won't tell us, honestly speaking. Those people are like how tough it is outside. So, the visitors, they bring our mentors, like, personally, differently. And since we implemented this system, we are a few, so no bakhono like the push queen can need the push just someone else can need. So they know strictly. So no about queen because no rebabanyana. So push really know why notice a strict queen or like hagan drevian. Mama or like hagan drevian.
Rato together Tamola Arketul Levato Abete Arin Fatimo. Samo tuga mkulin gate arin gate. Ramotoma bukai. Atlawana ramotoma kai Rafael lava. Only is mutwating waking cities. Mo holy mo to know weekly man. King nigga say eating. He what eating. Or what? King young nag eating about was eating. Honoruta na renasan bawan kor na kino fika mo na go busorne o itin peso or awa la ke a tlhao se tsara nteso ira so o wa o ka ba ga ha un kushishe ra research ra igugula wa gono bona le wena ra wa ntho ke bola lang ke nne ha bele gona re tsena pele ruta.
Firstly, the system is practical and theory. So we have people who are doing theory only, we have people who are doing practical only, and we have people who are doing both. And in Nigeria, both. I do both practical and theory. So, the practical, usually, practical that is what we thought practical was. Can't they know, man? No, this system. A new picture. First of all, attitude-wise, attitude-wise, we've all changed, we've all grown. Mentality-wise, like you get to actually work on a car, like really you get to understand, or that time, that day, gearbox, and then we get to actually like experience like residentially more than before, because no conventionally the micrometer, the tools, and then but teach about trade, the one that we're gonna like do trade test, the teach about wheel alignment, more have cars, so mara no sindre practical. We actually doing wheel alignment, Mr. Spring or teacher wheel alignment.
There's a changes in moving and I was so spanal clean isa. And the David boys are doing but not side the one, practical side the one.
Kore practical kam hovaruta nagati yo. Kore idi impon serilo senore nigis awa or
on your theory side, on your theory side, you have to get some qualifications, like get some certificates. So, ukaba the certificate mara, besides merebo. So, tenafe ibipo, or complete. Okay, ukai run to practically mara certificate on a sword. So wa bona re a e kopane.
System e pila can sort of practical. Plus, after ba etsa the end courses, ba ntse ba di passa, remember the theoretical again. Now, mola re tla le class e leng hore e practical. Things don't do need to daga go theory nkwa. Then o tlo dira o di bona practical.
Honestly speaking, now I think the best advice is to do both. Mind you, Kamara book Gearbox by Droid. Like by Droid, and then we wanna from come booking advantages of Gearbox, disadvantages of Gearbox, and then one day you just decide, oh, okay, sharp. If I jump to a theory, no rally na go fat, or bunchi Gearbox, I got bunchi one because we booking fail. So now advice or about both practically theory, because when they come to class and bubble like, okay, this is the get propeller shaft, the era so, and you go outside, get the spin was okay, propeller shaft the key. You get to relate both, like ukono one or propeller shaft, then the other thing is theory when we're writing diesel, they ask they were like functions of some, I kind of forgot, but the function, they're like, give us 4 functions. And then when I checked in the book, there were actually 2 functions. So we are really teacher class, won't put it 2 functions. Come out test, 4 functions. But because I attend the class to practical, we get to conversate, let us pay, the teacher let us pay. Mind you, on the class, so English, it's kind of draining.
More make it level. I was like, okay, it's a workshop. I want. So when is a workshop? So
Microphone, okay, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of our destination. I would like to call on the pilot for the final announcements. On behalf of the crew and myself, I would like to thank you for loving me, for respecting me, and playing along. Till we meet again, my job is done. Thank you so much. May the good Lord bless every one of you, and take care.
Thank you so much. I believe it has been a long but fruitful and energetic day. The ladies who were here, the program director and the one for vote of thanks, the energy they have, wow. Imagine combining them. We are at the end of the program. Danin, where are you? Come here. Our dignitaries will be going to the reception where they were in the morning. There's enough food. Everybody will be able to eat and still look at the food. Level. Yeah. So come. Hello, Danine.
Hello, everyone. I know you are all very hungry. My name is Dee, quite simply. What you've just seen, maybe I should just get to it, is just a very special announcement and a taster of the reality that you all, including Kgabo, Dr. Boshemane, have been the inspiration for a brand new series. So, that database, if you put your name on that database, consider yourself part of a very big global movement in mechanics, in storytelling, and in real character development. So thank you for the honor of allowing me to use Kgabo, your story, as an inspiration. I've been accepted to studying for film, TV, radio, theater, and it's a huge honor to carry this story with me into the world. So thank you, congratulations, graduates!
Thank you, thank you, thank you. In 2018, when we were the lead as a hero of the year, I don't know where she saw our winning, and then she traced us and said, "You're working too much. We want to take you to the Rambek for the race track, play with the cars, and then thereafter we take you for lunch." And that was 2018. Yesterday she came all the way from Cape Town just to be with us today. We are looking forward to that series. We are ready. Thank you, everybody. Thank you and thank you. Dignitaries will be going